Talking about condemning another, judging another, and not forgiving someone that has sinned against you and or sinned against God. Jesus was brought a woman who was caught in the very act of adultery. And they brought her to Jesus and they said, Master, what do you say should happen to this woman? She was caught in the very act of adultery. The law says that she should be stoned. And Jesus, he kneels down and with his finger, he writes. Now you remember that the law of God was written by the finger of God on the tables, the tablets. And Moses, when Moses was in the mount. So Jesus with his finger, he writes in the dirt, in the dust, and he stands and he says, let him who is without sin cast the first stone. And they all left away from oldest to youngest. And he looks to the woman, he says, where are your accusers? Lord, I have none. Jesus would tell her, neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. Now, we have to understand that the law came by Moses, but grace and truth came by Jesus Christ. The law was given that all men may become guilty before God, and every mouth may be stopped. And then grace and truth came by Jesus Christ. He's full of mercy. He's all merciful. If that heart is repentant over that wrong, then God looks upon them with mercy. Mercy is not giving us what we do deserve. Grace is giving us what we do not deserve. Giving us what we don't deserve. Mercy, not giving us what we do deserve. So Jesus would say, neither do I condemn you, go and sin no more. Now, what a beautiful thing. But this is what I have to tell you today. Let him who is without sin cast the first stone. Who are you to judge another man's servant? To God, he or she both stands or falls. To God, he or she both stands and falls. And you stand by faith. So fear, lest you fall. If you think you stand, take heed, lest you fall. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, for he has anointed me to preach the good news, to tell of his precious blood, to tell of the cross of Golgotha, the cross of Calvary, where Jesus paid the sin debt for all to go free. He paid the debt of ungodly men so they could be free to live godly. Be encouraged in the cross today. Be encouraged in Jesus.